Raise your hand if you have a plan for the future. That's great. The majority of us have plans. Well, I'm not here today to tell you that it is bad to have goals and to plan ahead. However, I'm here to challenge the way that you view the word future. Now, of course, thinking of the future can positively impact a person's life. We want to be prepared for what's yet to come. But once we begin to overindulge and constantly think about what we want to do and who we want to be later is when having a plan can take a wrong turn. Now tonight, I'm here to encourage you all to stop focusing so much on the future and start focusing on your now. Kindergarten is the first time I can remember being asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? This question started the obsession that I developed with thinking about and planning for the future. However, this is problematic because once we begin to constantly think about the future, we go into what I like to call tunnel vision mode. We don't stop and smell the proverbial roses, but rather think future, future, future. The problem is that those roses are the now. And there's a chance that if we become too involved in planning for the future and thinking about it, we neglect the present. The now is what we should be enjoying because that is what is guaranteed to us. Even in kindergarten, I became caught up in this cycle, dreaming of the days I would be an older kid and be able to do all of the things that older kids are able to do. Fast forward 10 years later, and I'm finally one of those older kids I dreamt of being, but continuing on the depressing voyage of anticipation. My sophomore and junior years of high school were the years that I hated the most. I had awesome teachers, my grades were great, I was taking college classes while in high school, and my family and friends were always there to support me, but something felt off. I hated going to school. I would walk around either sad or angry. I didn't appreciate those around me, and I lacked self-love. I would always think that once I'm out of high school, everything would change, and I would be happy and go to Harvard. But this way of thinking was what was making me the depressed girl that I once was. This thinking of future, future, future was constantly in my head. And I hated the present because I felt powerless. And I wanted a better life, but it felt like I could never get there. And now in my senior year of high school, as I'm about to graduate and move on to the next steps in life, I'm finally realizing that I didn't enjoy my now because I was too focused on the future. If you would have asked me 2 to 4 months ago what my favorite part of high school was, it would have taken me a long time to think of something that I enjoyed in the last 4 years of my life. I was too focused on getting my high school diploma and associate's degree, getting into a good college, finding a career to suit me, the best ways of getting into law school, and a bunch of other things that didn't matter at the time. And yes, thinking of college in the future can be a great thing. There's nothing wrong with finding your path, but I was obsessed with discovering who I was going to be later instead of discovering myself now. I decided to change my mindset a few months ago when a family friend told me, "You don't have fun." I thought about this long and hard one night because this wasn't the first time that I had heard that. My parents told me, my siblings told me, even my boss told me to go have fun. So I told myself one night, I said, "Zar, stop thinking so much, go have fun." And it took a while, but here I am today with an entirely new outlook on life. I don't have the normal teenage fun that everyone expects to have in high school. My life does not look like High School Musical, but I do enjoy putting on events for my nonprofit, McLymore Foundation, putting together events like the Newburgh Youth Leadership Summit and Enlightenment Expo with my teachers and peers, working in departments in my father's church, going out with my friends, and watching movies with my family. I enjoy my now. I enjoy waking up and not knowing how the day is going to be. I enjoy the moments I live in because I don't know the next time I will be surrounded by beautiful people again and smile the same. I realized that my now is more important than my future will ever be. And I encourage you all to make the same shift. I have 3 suggestions. 1, stop saying, when I grow up. If you have the power to do something now and you want to do it, then do it. 2, stop putting things off until later because later is not guaranteed. And 3, think present tense. You never know the next time you'll be able to listen to a beautiful girl like me again. Thank you.